Hi everybody. It's been like a week or so, and I haven't really filmed the video just because, I'm just kind of been doing my own thing. I recently got back into the gym, uh, weight training wise, and I've been feeling great. Um, I've been taking a little break from martial arts just to kind of. There's something happened a couple weeks ago. I'm not gonna go too in depth about. Um, but something happened, so I'm taking a break. I'll be back next week. But so something I wanted to talk about before, because I'm making this video. It's currently like late at night, and I have to leave here in a few hours. I'm going down to South Florida for a couple days to visit my uncle, who I have not seen in like 4 or 5 months, and he thinks he can outlift me. So I kind of gotta show him up a little bit. But that's not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is um, these Paul brothers, Logan and Jake, and I'm not gonna put their names in the title because I'm not really that kind of guy to like thumbnail and clickbait and all that. Um, I talk about what I want to talk about, and I'm not really looking for views. I'm looking for entertaining you guys, whoever watches my videos. I'm not really doing it for views. Views are nice. Don't get me wrong, but it's not really like what I care about the most. What I care about the most is good content and good conversations that are popular and that or I find are entertaining to watch. Now, I'm going to discuss these Paul brothers for about 10 minutes and then that'll be it. I won't be back into town till Monday night, so I'm probably gonna film maybe next Wednesday or something. But I'm just gonna get this one out there just to kind of keep the trail of videos coming along. So these Paul brothers, Jake is 3-0, and Logan is 0-1, right? And now, they like to, and from my understanding, Logan is way more humble than Jake is. I'm not saying they're both humble at all. I don't think they are. I think they're real pieces of shit. Um, but Logan is definitely more, cool. Um, I believe that Jake is doing what he's been doing for clout and for fame and for attention, most of all. He's been calling out UFC fighters, wrestlers, boxers, all sorts of people, right? And he's doing it for attention, of course. And something happened recently down in South Florida, just a couple days ago. The Mayweather and Paul fight is going to be huge. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing about all that. Floyd Mayweather is a legend. Right off rip. 99 overall. Top tier. GOAT status. 50-0. He's versed 50 people and has lost 0 times. That's a beast. It doesn't matter if you're heavyweight, light heavy, welter, middle, fly, bantamweight. It doesn't matter. If you're 50-0, you're a monster. And you're good at what you do. Logan's 0-1. I don't understand why Logan has the right to verse somebody on Mayweather status. You know what I mean? Logan, now don't get me wrong, Logan trains, yeah. So does Floyd. And Floyd's pretty ripped for an old bastard. But difference between Floyd and Logan is that Floyd knows technique. He's been training for many, many years. Since the early 90s, probably early 80s. Only thing I see Logan doing on videos or whatever, social media, videos on the internet, is him punching a bag or him shadow boxing. Now, I'm a fat fuck, but I do martial arts. I do jiu-jitsu, I do taekwondo, I do kickboxing, I do all these things. I'm not good at them, but I do them. And I also lift weights. I can shadow box and throw it up on the internet and call myself great. I can punch a heavy bag lots of times really hard and call myself a hard hitter or a good boxer. Or I can bench 315 pounds. By the way, I can't just yet, but I could bench a lot of weight, throw it up on the internet, and say I'm a strong guy. I only bench 225 pounds. That's not really strong. And I suck at boxing. My stamina and my balance and my defense is horrible. Yes, I have decent, okay power to my throws, but I'd get my shit kicked in if I was in any kind of fight. I know that. And these Jake Paul kids might have more training than me. They might do in a better position than me. They might do better in a fighting position than me. But they're in the same boat as me. They're not fighters. They're just trying things out. They were doing YouTube, and then they rapped for a little bit, right? And then they sang a little bit, and then they went to podcasting a little bit, and now they're doing boxing. I just don't understand why Logan gets to fight somebody like Floyd. You know, that's like taking some bum off the streets and throwing him in the cage with Khabib or Conor or Kamaru Usman or somebody who's the champ. Like a fight recently happened a couple of weeks ago. Usman versus Masvidal. And Masvidal's not even... I know he was ranked 4 in his weight class, but that's probably because there's probably 10 to 15 fighters in the welterweight class. Not Usman. Masvidal's not even a martial artist. He's more of a boxer. This guy got pinned to the ground the whole fight, choked on, put pressure on, things like that. Masvidal couldn't carry his own weight. He couldn't. And he was getting a little cocky and now the first round, Masvidal was looking all right, but Masvidal's built like an 11-year-old teenager. You know, Usman's built like a freight train. You know, he's built like a running back for the Seattle Seahawks. And Masvidal was getting cocky in the second round. And Usman just straight fucking hooked his ass. I think it was a left hook or something. He went to go counter something and he hit him with a hook. And Usman just lights out. That's what happens when you want to go up against a champ. Floyd's a champ. I'm not saying Floyd's probably not going to knock out Logan. It's probably going to go all fight and he's going to win by decision. Or he's going to win by knockout. It's probably higher chances he's going to win by decision. Just because I feel like a small part of this is set up just a little bit. But no matter what, Floyd's going to take the win. But anyway, back to my conversation with Masvidal and Usman. That's what happens when you try and fight a champion. Usman's built like a fucking... He's basically Black Superman right now. And then you have people like Masvidal or Nate Diaz. By the way, Nate Diaz is another 99. Nate Diaz isn't a 99. He's more of a 95. But he's still top tier legend. Masvidal's nowhere close, in my opinion, you know. And I know all the fucking nerds in Miami are going, oh, Masvidal's the man because he's representing 305. And dude, you sound like a fucking liberal, bro. Masvidal's nowhere close champion status. He'll never touch the belt in his life. Ever. This guy's 40 years old. And he's fighting a 33-year-old champion in his prime. You're not gonna beat him. You're gonna get knocked out like you did. Cold. And he woke up and he had no idea what was going on. That's what happens when you try and fight a champion. Now, when you fight somebody like Floyd, because I'm sure Usman is more deadly than Floyd is, like I said, I don't really think Floyd's going to knock out Logan cold. I think it's going to go to the distance, and then Floyd's going to win by decision. Or it's going to be a draw. One of those dumb things. But Logan is not taking this win, I assure you. And I also want to talk about something else before I end this quick little story. Apparently, like I said in the beginning of the video, they all met in South Florida. Mayweather and Logan had a little chat off, talking a little shit like they always do. And, of course, Logan towers over Floyd. Logan's, I think, like 6'3", and Floyd's like 5'8", 150 pounds, and Logan's sitting at 205. It's not even fair, but whatever. You know, it's not really my call. But this is the point I'm trying to make. It just seems a little fake to me. You know what I mean? And what happened was, apparently after the press conference or whatever you want to call it, they were interviewing Mayweather, and Jake Paul comes out of nowhere, waltzing through, and walks right up to Floyd, which astonishes me, because if it was me doing it, I'd be tackled by 6 security guards who weigh 240 pounds each. I don't know how this fucking kid just waltzed up in there, actually face to face with Mayweather, and then pulled his shoestring. I don't even know how he was able to get up that close. And then when they were all doing interviews, again, Jake just walked up to him like there were like Mayweather's security team didn't exist at all, you know. And I thought this guy has like 6 dudes who weigh like 400 pounds who are like 6'8", always running by him, walking with him. Which really is fucking retarded, because no one's gonna attack Floyd Mayweather. He's just stupid. Don't have 6, maybe 2 or 3, maybe 4, but 6 is like half a football team, bro. You know, like chill out. It's not half a football team. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of just like offense or defense. But still, 6 people is a lot of people. And I guess Jake, another dumb decision, took off his hat. Floyd felt disrespected. And they went at it. Like the whole crowd just gathered. And Floyd and Jake trying to throw punches and all that. And then, here's the thing though. Jake obviously is doing all this for clout and attention and so on and so forth. But let's just switch roles for a second. And then I'll end the video because this is almost 14 minutes in. If I was Logan Paul, or no, if I was a famous fighter, which that'll never happen, but if I was, and my younger brother also was a famous fighter, and he was talking shit just to everybody, even my opponents, like Jake is doing to Logan's, I'd tell him straight up, I'm like, yo, you should really chill the fuck out. And if you get knocked out on the street, I'm not helping you up, because you want to talk like an ass, you want to be an ass, and you want to talk like you got the biggest cock in the world, and you're 50-0. First of all, you're none of those things. And if you ever get knocked out, I'm not helping you up. That's what I would say. I'd say, yo, you're a fucking moron. You're a fucking idiot. Stop talking shit and go away. That's what I tell him. I don't know why Logan is not telling Jake these things. Like, yo, chill the fuck out. You know, relax a little bit. Stop doing that shit. It's not right. You look like a fucking pussy, you know. But I guess Jake's going to continue doing what he's doing. And And Jake's just gonna get knocked out. I think Jake's fighting. He called out somebody a couple weeks ago, and I forget. Oh, he wants to box with Tyron Woodley. And by the way, everybody in the UFC, he's called out Kamaru Usman, Tyron Woodley, Daniel Cormier, and another legend, by the way, Daniel. All the UFC fighters have told Jake, we're not versing unless you get in the octagon, you pussy. Because if you go up to a UFC fighter and you call them out, you must feel pretty confident to get into the octagon because that's where they're at. That's where you're challenging them. You know, you come up to their world, so now you're in their fucking thing, bro. You have to do what they do. And then you can talk shit if you beat them. You can't go up to a UFC fighter and say, hey, I'll beat you in boxing. You know, come at me, bitch. That's not what you do. So, I'm just going to end it there because it's late and I have to start packing and load my car up and get the fuck out of here. So, I'm gonna stop this, edit it a little bit, put up the thumbnail, and then throw it up on YouTube. And maybe you guys will watch it. And, yeah, but other than that, I'll see you guys next week. And, yeah, see ya.